What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Wichita Promo Podcast with your host, EKM. Man, I got some special guests. We back at Humble Greatness Studios. Y'all should already know who these two are if you're paying attention in the city, for real. But I'm going to let y'all introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Marcus Wooley, owner of The Appetite.
Yeah. L.S.P, artist from Hutchinson, Kansas.
Yeah. And, man, just to get into it immediately, man. So I want to talk about how The Appetite started first off, because I just put out a list this week. I've been putting out lists of the best artists, in my opinion, the best food, everything. You was on my list of the best restaurants. You got some fire food. I want to know how that started.
It started with me getting a building, and I was just selling plates.
Yeah.
When I got the building off of Hillside, I was just selling a couple different plates.
Yeah.
And just trying to make money grow. And then it kind of took off.
Yeah.
And then I did like a little menu with like 8 items, and then Jack Stacks came out there.
Yeah.
And it just took off from there.
Yeah, for sure. What got you tapped in with like Humble Greatness in the hip hop scene?
I always want to be a restaurant that's more than just your regular restaurant. So I was like, I don't want to just do food. I want to have local hip hop nights. I want to do R&B nights. I want to have artists come and put stuff up on my walls. I wanted it to be more.
Yeah.
So I just started like doing my little research, finding out who's tapped in around town, and I ran into him and sent him a message, and he told me to come down, and from there we just clicked.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So we was just talking a little bit off camera. I won't say details or nothing like that, but you talking about possibly getting a new spot right now.
Yeah.
For sure. So I already little idea off the top of my head already. Would you be interested in like, man, we could shoot like a cypher in there?
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll run it up.
I'm always looking for businesses to do that in.
Man.
I got one coming right now with the L.S.P right here. So
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
When did you like? You say you was just selling plates, but when did you know that you could do that? Like, when did you find out you could really cook? Because a lot of people be selling plates and it don't go nowhere.
Man.
How did you actually make that something?
All right, so when I figured out I had good food like 8 years ago, I opened up a little spot.
Yeah.
It used to be a club off of Lincoln and Hydraulic called Club Dream. So it used to be a liquor store, Club Dream, and then they had a little spot on the side. Well, the people who was running Club Dream rented me the spot, so I opened up next to them. And from there, I was selling food, and everybody was like, man, who's the owner? This is good. And I'm like, it's me. They was like, ain't no way, you too young. And so from there, I'm like, okay, so that boosted me up a little bit. And then I just kind of competed in a couple of competitions, and I did real good. So I was like, that boosted me up a little more. And then I just started selling plates from home, and that took off. And
Yeah.
Kept it moving.
I was just like, all right, I'm with it.
Yeah, that's dope. I like you just I remember you expanded your menu not too long ago. I remember when it expanded after the first hip hop show. I like that there's not like necessarily like a theme to your restaurant. You just got a bunch of food. You know what I'm saying? You got the pork chops, the wings, the burgers, and everything fire. I like that you got the variety. You been up there yet? I know you from out of town.
I've been seeing it, and what make me mad is I always catch it. Like when I come down here to get my hair braided or whatever, I always catch it on the days that it's not open or something. So I've been meaning to get in there. I even been telling some of the homies that's here that ain't even heard about it. I'm like, how y'all ain't heard about this spot?
Yeah,
looking from out of town, but even like with the sides and stuff, you know what I mean? You got it going, especially that time frame. I feel like it just perfectly, them gears just run perfect.
Yeah,
the whole setup perfect.
Yeah. What's your hours right now too? Because I know you work pretty late hours.
Yeah, right now it's been like I'm open from Friday until Tuesday. Friday, Saturday from 5 p.m. until 3 in the morning. Then it's Sunday, I'm open from 5 p.m. until Monday, and then Monday, Tuesday from 5 p.m. until 1 a.m.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But when I make this next move, I'm opening back up for lunch.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to do breakfast, lunch, dinner, and still do the late nights. So it's about to be...
Late nights is a different grind, but it's also, I like it because you're one of the only options in town for real. When you get out of the club at night, like, bro, all we got is McDonald's unless you... That's it.
That's one of them spots you talk about. Like, man, I wish somebody had a spot late. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Way later than normal.
Yeah. We actually, we have conversations on here quite often. We've had a rapper, Tajay, come. Shout out to Tajay. People ask me all the time when they come from out of town. They'll come, you know, they coming from big cities. Mm-hmm. So they always asking me like, oh, man, I get out of this show at 2 a.m., bro. Where can I go get some shoes? Nowhere. Man. We don't got that here, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I can at least send them to the appetite, go get some good food.
Man.
And you know, I mean, no shade to Mexican food or nothing, but that's all we got is either McDonald's, or Mexican food. So I was like, who don't want some catfish or some wings at 3:00 in the morning?
Facts.
Come on.
Yeah. What's your personal favorite thing to cook?
Right now, I got to be the meatloaf.
Yeah.
And because I grill it on the grill, so
okay.
It comes to order.
I haven't had the meatloaf yet. I got to tap in.
It's.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
I get I think it's called the Mad Cow Burger. That's what I get that every time.
Yeah,
spicy burger.
Yeah.
I got to see what's going on with that, man. I seen it all the time. I'm always posting it. And I'm like, man, they over there getting it in.
Yeah.
That's actually the only thing that I made 8 years that's still on my menu from 8 years ago.
Oh, for real? Okay, yeah.
It's gone.
See, I had the Mad Cow Burger, and that's like, it's fire. It's about right at the level of heat where I'm like, that's good. I tap out. I seen at one of your shows you had a burger that was crazy. I can't even remember what you gave dude, but you gave dude a burger which seemed like every pepper on earth. I was a little scared for him.
You talking about the Furious Cow?
Yeah, he did that too. What's up, y'all? We back. My fault. We had a little technical difficulties. The thing cut off, but I believe the last thing we was talking about was that Furious Cow burger. That man was eating that hot burger. That was crazy to see. I don't know how he handled all that, but he scarfed it down like it wasn't nothing.
I can't even eat it.
Yeah, nah, that's tough. But man, we was talking a little. We touched on it briefly when the camera cut off. I want to talk about like you be giving back to the community a lot, like for real. I seen around Thanksgiving you was giving out plates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do all that?
When I tell you that I was feel like I was on my deathbed last August and September, I didn't think I was gonna be doing anything to do with cooking. I was on oxygen. I was told I wasn't gonna be cooked no more. I was on disability.
Yeah.
And they told me this was really it. So God gave me another chance. So I'm just doing what's in God's will for me to do and being a vessel. So you know.
That's dope. Yeah. Even like I said, we was talking about it earlier. Even I had conversations before I met you with Humble saying that like we really appreciate this stuff, just throwing a show, just the simple stuff like that. It brings you business, so it's a benefit for you as well. But it's so appreciated by us artists because, like I said, without saying names or anything like that, it's so many venues that turn us down just because the simple fact that we hip hop. So like it can get real hard. It's a lot of gatekeeping in this city. So for you to open up and allow people to use your space like that, man.
But I feel like y'all also make a statement.
Yeah.
All hip hop don't gotta be violent.
Facts. Yeah,
you know, because anytime you guys had a show there, everything went off good. Everybody looked proper. It was no bull crap or anything. It was it was a good show. Everybody was there to watch everybody perform.
Facts. Yeah. Man, to all you local promoters, man, get with me. I'll help you out, man. I'll hook you up with the best security, all that type of stuff, because some of y'all need help. That's really what it come down to, man. It's the planning. It come down to the planning. You just got to have you got to plan the show right. You got to have the security, and that don't mean that anybody in there is necessarily a threat, but you got to have it just as like, you know what I'm saying? You got to have some sort of enforcement just so everybody knows, like, act right.
Right.
There's somebody here that can stop you if you don't.
And one thing that I noticed is no matter who it was, everybody got checked at the door.
Yeah, facts.
There was nobody
everybody.
that just got to come in like, oh, he cool. No, everybody.
Yeah, I get checked when I walk in, 100%. Yeah.
You got to draw that line right there.
Man, and me personally, I told Humble a long time ago, and he started doing it. One thing that I think is really smart, a lot of people, and it's no shade to anybody out there's security companies and stuff out there that you can hire. It's a lot of times you'll pull up to like clubs and the security just be a dude. It's just an old dude. And I'm like, I'm all right. I can handle this. The security at our shows is MMA fighters. Yeah. Try that. They got you handled. They gonna kick you in your face. They got it. It's crazy. That's a different type of thing. And it supports local too, man. It's expensive to be an MMA fighter. That's crazy. But man, I want to talk about we was talking a little bit off camera. What's some of the like, it's got to be hard to start up a local restaurant from scratch like that. What's some of the struggles and some of the hurdles you had to go through to get it up and running?
I mean, everything was really a struggle because I had enough money to pay for the building.
Yeah.
So trying to get money for the food, trying to get money for insurance, trying to get money to get the license, that was all something that I had to go through to even get to the point of where I am today.
Yeah.
And I mean, each building you move to, you have to get a separate license. So because I moved from the Hillside to the Central and Grove building, I had to pay another $585 to get another license to even do it. And then here I am about to be moving again.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another $585, and that's 3 times in a year. That's $1,500.
Yeah, and people don't even realize too. Even if money wasn't an issue, and you just had this crazy check every time, and you could handle that easily, man, it takes time for those licenses to get approved.
Exactly.
It might take months sometimes. So, man, that really pushes back a lot of possible business. It's kind of crazy.
And the biggest thing is, I mean, when you're a new business, they tell you that a restaurant for the first year you're not making money.
Yeah.
So when you're really not making money, you're not making money. So right now, I'm getting my name out there. I'm doing what I got to do to show people who I am. And letting the business grow and letting God do what he do.
Yeah. Well, you definitely doing something right, because I've never heard anybody say your food was anything but fire.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. So, LSP, I want to talk to you a little bit here too, man. So
what up?
You coming from Hutchinson, right?
Hutchinson, man. Hutchinson.
That's a little drive.
Man, 620. You know what I mean? It's a little bit under an hour drive, but
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, just being so close to the town, we've always came out here like this is where you come to grab the food, you know what I'm saying? Y'all's mall is, you know what I mean? And the girls, you know what I'm saying? It was all here. So it's always been like a part of me just to come out here, even having family and stuff. So
for sure,
always got it.
Man, that's dedication. That's one thing that me and Humble have had conversations about, you being one of those dudes that we appreciate, because I see you at shows all the time. I see you popping up all over the place in the scene, and man, an hour-long drive. It's dudes out here that won't drive 5 minutes to the west side of town.
Man, I mean, you just got to get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you really want it. I feel like after a while, you know what I'm saying, you gonna kind of notice who want it and who don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And I feel like the more you see people, you know what I'm saying, like working towards what they're trying to do, you can understand it a little bit more rather than somebody being like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you know what I'm saying, ain't no action. It's got to be some action with them, you know what I'm saying, with them words. Yeah,
for sure. You just didn't you just get done traveling? You went to I seen you did a show somewhere.
We just went to McPherson, man.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to B Hall, EGK, man, Collective Unconscious, Isaac. You know what I mean? That's the whole McPherson fam.
Yeah.
We've been doing shows with them for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Keyboy, he and Zeta Proof. They was connecting that, and they had a little jam before Christmas, and they wanted to throw us on the roster. So you know. Even with it being the holidays and being kind of last minute, that's just what I was talking about earlier, man. You gotta go get it. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave no stone unturned. You gotta make sure to get on it.
For sure, yeah. Man, so how did you first of all, how did you get into music?
I think it's just always been there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in all black households, music is just always through there. But for me, it was just like, even back in the day, like everybody can vouch for this. I was like a little dancing ass nigga back in the day. I thought I wanted to be like Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, that was my shit. So I love music already. I would just be the young nigga that have like the headphones and the CD player just walking around. Yeah. So I've always just loved music. I ain't never think, man, that sounds so cliche, but I ain't never think it was gonna be no rap, because I didn't never think I was good at it, or never really had I like rap, I love rap, but I never thought it was gonna be something I personally would do, you know. And it's the same cliche story. I had some of the homies that was around me, and you know what I mean, they was getting into it, and I was just always the youngin' pulling up to the studio, and you know, I got a little, you know what I'm saying, I got my little dose of it, and then just kept going back. And before I know it, I look up, I'm the only one at the studio, ain't nobody else even there. So that's kind of how it started, man. And I just kept pushing it. You know what I'm saying? There's been trial and errors ever since. Getting beats to.
So you got kind of like you got an interesting perspective to me too, because you in the Wichita scene, but outside of it at the same time, being that you don't live here.
Right.
So what do you think is something that, me as a promoter, I'm listening to this trying to get game from you.
For real.
What's something that you think Wichita can improve on with the music scene, especially towards like shows? What's something that you think we're lacking on? I've been trying to put together Wichita promo shows lately, so I've been kind of studying everybody else's moves.
Shout out to Wichita promo, man.
Appreciate it.
Wichita promo putting on for all types of creatives, man. Support who support you, for real, for real. If I had to answer that, I would just say it's more or less anything like any city that's trying to build. It's that support, man, because that support is free. I was talking to the homie about that. That support is free, and sometimes you can't even get certain support, and it don't have to be spending money. Sometimes cats won't even just pull up like, I need you to do this, or I need you to, and cats be like sometimes too cool. But if a bigger set artist come to town, you gonna do everything. You going to get your hair done, you going to do this, you going to get fly, you going to get, but I think more or less, and that ain't even just, I love Wichita, I fuck with Wichita, so it ain't just against Wichita. I think that's like in all the little small town cities, it's just that support, you know what I mean? Like, but I see it building. That's why I love coming here and connecting.
Yeah,
I definitely seeing it building for sure.
It definitely is. I have people come up to me randomly now. Like I'll be walking through the mall and somebody will come up and be like, "Oh, you Wichita promo, you put me on to L.S.P or something," and I'll be like, "Oh, that's fire." So it's improving, but that's something I've struggled with since Wichita promo's been going almost a year now, and ever since I started it, like it feel good having like the numbers and seeing the views do good and everything, but it's like I also recognize 90% of it is also creators, and I'm like. I want to just get to like, it's cool that a rapper is listening to another rapper in the town and we starting to support, but it's like, how do I just get dude on his way to work at Spirit to turn on L.S.P in the car?
And you might really have them.
You feel me?
What I'm learning is you might really have them, and we don't even be knowing. We be moving so much, and then they'll catch you off guard, and you'll be like, damn, I ain't even think he was, you know what I mean? It was the same thing with y'all. Like, you get to a point where you working so much that you not even looking up no more. You just keeping your head down and you just working, and then somebody tap you on the shoulder like, hey, you really doing your thing. You know what I mean? So
it's crazy, man. Just the little support between each other, all these little musicians, promoters, everybody in town, it helps so much more than people think. Even with the Appetite, I found out about you through that show, that hip hop show. Had a burger, it was fire. Did the show, went home, didn't think nothing about it. I think like a week passed, and then I got on my phone and I seen Jack Stacks posted a video of you, and I was like, okay, I gotta go back there. So yeah, it really does help just seeing your name pop up repeatedly. Like a lot of people don't realize too. Like when I make lists and stuff, bro, it's hundreds of artists in the city. I be forgetting people all the time. And it ain't nothing personal. But things like when you show support, even just things like when you comment, I see you comment quite a bit and you show love to people. You'll comment fire on a song when it's fire. Just doing stuff like that. Now I saw your name today.
Man.
Like I might not have seen your name today before that. But now because you made that comment, your name's in the back of my head because I saw it this morning. And now an opportunity, like if an opportunity pop up, now I'm thinking like, oh, damn, I didn't think about that. Let me holler at L.S.P. Like it's little things like that that really do help.
That, bro, I'm trying to tell you, you just gotta really be doing it. That's the thing. You just gotta really be doing it. People gonna recognize. If you're doing what you say you're doing, people is gonna recognize that shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
So man, what's your do you have like a time frame on when you want to get into the next spot?
Late January.
Okay.
Early February.
For sure.
One of the two. I'm going to take a couple weeks off from my health.
Yeah.
I got to let my body heal back up.
For sure.
That's still pretty quick, though. You know what I mean?
He be in there working. Like, it's a lot of, like...
I'm telling you, I watched the lives. Like,
it's, like, real. Like, he really in the kitchen doing the work. It's not like he just hired a bunch of people to do it. He really doing it. It's crazy.
And you know what's crazy I love about what both of y'all is talking about is both are, like, lightweight the same because y'all both are talking about where y'all started and where y'all trying to get to and what y'all been doing the whole time, just trying to build it. And it's, you know what I'm saying, it's dope to see, you know what I mean? I'm a creator myself, but it's dope to see what y'all building out here for real.
Man, appreciate it. You one of them artists I definitely keep my eye on.
Man, just working, man.
Like I said, it's a lot of talent in this city. I'm very confident 2024, a lot's going to change. I really think somebody's going to put this place on the map, bring some money in. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
I think that's what really, from not being a rapper, from looking on the outside, it wasn't until I started doing the hip-hop events that I started looking up the local rappers. You know, I wasn't into it like that because I was like, the few that I heard out here was like, okay, I didn't want to. But you got to really, you know, and I think that's what a lot of people do is they don't take the time
for sure,
to hear the different rappers that's out here to give them a chance, because you hear a couple and it's like, all right, nah.
Yeah.
And then you just give everybody that name. You got to really, you know, look at the variety. And I think that's what it is about what you're talking about. How do you get other people to listen to it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just showing that we got better rap than the couple that they may have heard.
Yeah, yeah.
And putting that up on the front line to show them what's really up.
Yeah, that's why I have I think people know I run it. I think I have it on there. I have pages that people don't know I run as well, where I promote people. But I have Wichita Promo, and then I have like a little sub page that I use, Wichita Hip Hop, and I be posting everybody's music videos on there now. And with that Wichita Hip Hop page, before with Wichita Promo, I was posting stuff I liked, and then it just kind of expanded. And when I started making a Wichita Hip Hop page, I thought about it like, I mean, everybody got a different music taste. It's stuff out there that takes incredible talent that's just not for me. It's just not my taste. So I try to post literally everybody if I can. Anybody sends me their music, as long as it's like every once in a while somebody send me something that just straight up, there's just no redeeming it. I'm like, I can't post this. This is embarrassing. But 99% of it, I'll post up almost anything, because if you made it, if you got in the studio and loved it enough to drop it, it's somebody else out there that's going to love it. So I'm trying to post everything and show people we really got probably, I would guess we got at least 500 just rappers in this city, which is pretty crazy.
Crazy, man.
That's a wild number.
And just to think you doing that and still doing your thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
a lot.
you got to pat yourself on the back too, because it ain't like you just ain't wrecking shop. Like,
man,
I be hearing your shit. I be reaching out to you like personally. You know what I'm saying?
I
don't just, I mean, I comment, but I hit you in the DM. Like, I comment lyrics, because that's how I listen to music.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I comment, I send a lyric to you like, boy, that was, you know what I mean? That made me feel some kind of way, for real, for real. So that's big, bro.
Man, I appreciate it.
For real.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I think big things are coming for the city, for real. Like, I think next year, I really feel like somebody gonna get famous. Like, one of these rappers is gonna blow up. Like, it's crazy. There's a couple dudes here that got some numbers already behind them that.
Y'all listen to, damn, I think Cuz changed his name. TSF. TSF.
Yeah. He on the way. He on the way for sure. He one of them dudes.
Yeah. Man, he go crazy. You feel what I'm saying? He go crazy. I remember seeing this shit like a few years back. My brother Sleepface had put me on his shit. I just been seeing his little climb. You know what I mean? What was the other cat's name?
Man.
Plainview?
Yeah, Plainview Kid. Yep.
Plainview.
Crazy.
Man, they got some.
Crazy. He
you know
can
what I'm
perform
saying?
too, man.
They got some hitters. You know what I'm saying? They got. It's some. What's the other? That's a female. She sing. What is her name? It was one of my first New Music Tuesdays. Endless.
Yep. Endless. Super
Shout out to
cold.
Endless. Cold.
Yeah.
Cold.
It's a ton of people that I feel like really about to pop.
And that's why when you was saying I'm putting on, and that's when you was talking about who ain't getting on the page. I'm like, man, you gotta be just not doing nothing for you to not get on the page, because literally, I be sitting there posting and I'm looking. I'm like, damn. Have I posted enough today? Because bro is posting. He got 3 pages. He didn't post it 3 times on all of them. You know what I'm saying? So man, for real.
I be trying to. It's a lot of other promo pages that be popping up, and I wish somebody would stick with it, but everybody quit. That's the thing about it, and I get it. It's a lot. I see the little pages pop up all the time, other little like Wichita hip hop pages, but they never last very long. Everybody gives up. I get it. It's a lot. There's a lot of bullshit that come with it behind the scenes, a lot of emotions in my DMs and stuff.
Talk that talk, man.
You know, it is what it is.
Talk that talk, man.
It's a little crazy sometimes. But, you know, at the end of the day, I get behind people I try to get behind people even when they ain't behind me necessarily. And that's the difference, I feel like. I don't care. That's the thing. I don't have I'm probably the best person to do whole reason I started Wichita Promo is because I'm probably the best person to start something like that, because I grew up here in Wichita, but I moved out to Florida when I was 17 until I was 21. When you move out and you live in a different state for years, you kind of grow apart from everybody, you know? Yeah. So I came back. I ain't really have friends. I ain't got no enemies. I'm just a dude. I ain't have no connection. So I was like, fuck it. I'll post everybody, which don't nobody know me. Ain't no ties with any beef, anything like that. So I try to keep it that way as much as I can. Dudes be trying to press and feel a certain way, but I just try to keep everything real neutral. That's why you see on the pages, even these lists I'm dropping, I kept the full one, the song one, everything got a script to it. Everything I post has the exact same words. That's why you notice that. Everybody's post is going to be exactly the same, so can't nobody tell me nothing. Which is kind of crazy that I got to do, but even the restaurant post is the same as the song post. I got to word it in a way where I'm like, it got to make sense for both.
Find something. Somebody gonna find
somebody gonna
something.
be like, he said great on this one and good on this one. Yeah. People really find a way to trip, but it's different, man. But I'm gonna keep pushing with it because it's working, man. It's just people always ask me too why I don't like charge for the posts and shit. I feel like I get a benefit from it just because I've only been rapping for a year now. And I know a lot of people that it takes them rapping 10 years in this city before anybody know their name. I'm in a room right now with y'all, and I might not have been here if I didn't run that page. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might not have any clue who the fuck I am. Yeah. So I feel like I benefit from it just off that. I'll take it. I don't feel like I need to charge people for it for that reason. I'm happy with the fact that I know this dude and I know this dude now, and I probably wouldn't have before. That's dope.
And I think with certain things, it's bigger than money.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's bigger than money, and you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. We all trying to get to the money. You know what I mean? But I feel like with certain shit, relationships and, you know what I'm saying, different little moves that you making, like, they priceless. Yeah. So you got to make sure to be able to identify that too. You know what I'm saying? Which you clearly are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You clearly are, man. For real.
I think it's all... Everything kind of connects. Everything kind of the same. Running a restaurant, trying to start a music career, it's all kind of the same thing. You just got to push and do it. You gon' lose. You gon' take losses. Bro, in the beginning, it's just straight losses.
I'm a father, and that's and you know what I'm saying? I was just with my daughters before I left town. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the same thing with being a parent. Yeah. It's just there ain't no manual for this shit.
Yeah. Like, facts.
All of us as parents, but it's all gonna go differently for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you really just gotta lock in on your situation, man, and try to make it better every day, for real.
Yeah. What made you I don't know why this question just randomly popped in my head. What made you go with like a restaurant, like a building, rather than a food truck? Because there's a lot of food trucks in town. What made you to choose the solid spot?
Well, here's one thing that people don't realize. Even with getting a food truck, if you got to cook stuff that's off the truck, you have to have a certified kitchen.
Oh, man.
Half of the distributors won't distribute to a house, so you have to have a certified place they can deliver your food to. And, things like that. Yeah. I wanted a building, though, because I wanted to do the stuff that I can do. Like, if you go in my restaurant right now, I got some of Sheldon's art up around inside.
I remember that.
You know, I got walls where people can, and I let any artist come and post anything up in there. If they just want to hang some art up. Yeah. You can hang up anything. I wanted somewhere where I can just have a home for everybody. Yeah. And I like that. This is really setting me up for the next thing that I want to do. I got a lot of places I want to open. Yeah. I just know cooking is what I'm good at. It's my passion, it's my love, and it opens doors for me to do a lot of other things. So I start there to move to the next one.
Yeah, I like that. I like that you got like you say, you keep your doors open, and I like that. I like that everybody kind of feels comfortable in your spot. Because I say all the time on here, as stupid as it might sound to people, like one thing that I feel like Wichita is missing is just spots that everybody can kind of link up and not be on bullshit. Yeah. All we really got, the only time you and me see each other is at a club.
That's it.
Why don't we got no just chill spots? You feel me? Like, nobody get together here unless they getting drunk. And I wish we had more spots where we could just go chill, get a bite to eat, listen to some music, just have a good time without it necessarily being on some nightlife shit. You feel me?
So when we get off the mic, I gotta tell y'all about the next place. I can't.
Okay, yeah.
I can't let everybody know just yet, but I'll let y'all know because you just spoke on something that it's about. So I gotta
need that, man. You need that.
That comes with everything. I say that with studios too. I've been trying to tell Humble. I think and it's the same thing, man. People don't understand. starting a business, buying a building, all that. There's so many hurdles, so many things in the process you got to think about. But if this man could buy a building, just think about this, right? If Humble could, and even let's say Humble, Parallel, not in Kansas anymore,
Right.
all these studios here in town, if we could get these people to link up in one big building with like 3 studios and a big lobby outside with a couch, a little music video room, bro, we could just have artists chilling in there all day, every day, 24 hours a day. We pump out the craziest content this city's ever seen. Mm-hmm. It would change this city. If we could just get everybody in one building together, it's a wrap. Imagine if you had a spot right now, because you coming from Hutchinson too, so you got to drive damn near an hour to come down here and record a song.
Come on, man.
What if you could come down here and you could book, you know what I'm saying, 5 hours and record 5 songs with all these different engineers, producers, rappers, everybody right here in building, and then you got a music video spot right next door. You could do everything in building. I mean, man, that could change everything in this city.
That changes everything. That changes everything, man.
Yeah, for sure. But man, I don't really got too many more questions. What y'all, I guess, what's next for y'all, both of y'all? What's the next step? I know you say you getting ready to take this break and then hopefully a new spot. That's the only thing you focused on right now?
Right now, yeah, I'm just taking it day by day. I'm gonna finish out this week. Saturday is my last day open.
Okay, for sure.
So I got today, and then I have Friday and Saturday. I'm closed Wednesday, Thursday. So I'll be taking my, until at least after my birthday, probably. My birthday's in January.
Okay, bet. What time you open tomorrow? I'm gonna come through.
Nah.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm closed.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta
Okay,
get in there
what about,
tonight.
okay, yeah.
I might gotta get in tonight.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, what about Friday? I'm coming this week.
Nah, for sure. That's what I'm asking.
Friday,
If you're gonna take a break, I gotta get in there.
Friday I open at 5. Saturday I open at 5.
Okay, bet.
Whatever don't happen on Friday will happen on Saturday, and I'm gonna do a big sale.
Yeah.
I like that.
Just get everything out.
For sure. Yeah, I gotta try some more of your food. You got I think it's called a meatball burger. I want to try that. That look fire. That look different.
That's one of my top 3 burgers. So
Yeah.
in order, it goes my French. It goes the Macau,
Yeah.
the meatball, and then my French onion au jus burger.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
served with a dipping sauce. You dip the burger in it.
Yeah, that sounds fire too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. All right, bet. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely come in there later this week. I gotta give me some. For sure.
Right.
What you got, man? What you got coming next?
Just more music, man. More music, more visuals. Shout out to my bro Sleepface. We just dropped our little My Brother's Keeper Volume 2 project on YouTube. Just some remixes, but more music, man. More visuals and just connecting the dots, man. We got a show coming up February the 2nd, Springfield, Missouri. Shout out my boy Bank Boy Money, man. The whole team out there in Springfield. They're gonna have Smoke Perp out there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all pull up to that, man. Shout out to Humble Greatness, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hip Hop Promo, man. Y'all really making a statement, man. Shout out to the Appetite. Make sure y'all tap in, man.
Yeah. Some of the best food in the city, for real. I'll stand by that.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, man.
I'm on the way.
Yeah, let everybody know where they can find y'all. Any socials, anything like that.
I'm the Appetite 316 on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok.
For sure.
LSP Music, LSP_HK Instagram, LSP Music on Facebook and on YouTube, and L.S.P on whatever streaming platform you stream.
Yeah. Man, that's all I got. I think I appreciate y'all for coming on, man. It was a good conversation. Tap in with both of these dudes, for real. Appreciate y'all. That was another episode.